Thank everyone for coming tonight and joining us for the swearing in of the new council of the municipality of the district of Digby. I'll go around the room and provide some brief introductions. Following the swearing in ceremony, each councillor will be given the time to say a few words. We'll start on this end over here. We've got Matt Ross representing District 2. We've got Linda Gregory representing District 3. We've got Angela Thurber representing District 1. David Tudor representing District 4, and George Manzer representing District 5. Also with us is Corley Ross, the Manager of Corporate Services, Tyler Pulley, the Manager of Municipal Services, and Pat Stevens, the Executive Assistant. We will jump right into the swearing in. We will call you out by an alphabetical order, so I'll get Judge Halberton to meet me up at the table here. And Linda Gregory, you will be our first.
I was thinking anything like that.
Yeah, Charles, if you would come right over. Okay. And that first folder, and that pen are yours, Linda.
Okay.
You got a blue pen there, Charles. So you take the folder, Linda.
Oh, okay.
You put one hand on the Bible, and you gotta open your binder. Charles will hold it.
I, Linda Gregory, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Municipality of the District of Digby, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of my office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any particularly or undue execution of the duties of my office.
I observed it before, it's difficult wording.
What's the matter?
Okay, now you
Where do I
just a minute. So you swear,
Oh,
you say you swear,
I swear.
you swear, okay, to all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you sign this, I think you need to sign.
Okay.
Be careful to use separate pens.
Different colors too, I noticed. Very nice.
I have to say that of all the signatures at the town hall, there were none that I could read.
Oh.
Now I can read.
And then the second page of code of conduct.
Do I read that out too? I got coffee in the master card and you're pushing it through. I, Linda Gregory, declare that as a councillor of the municipality of the district of Digby, I acknowledge and support the councillor's code of conduct.
Jeff,
Use my pen. My purple pen. Yes, you do. Yeah, is that what the other one looks like?
much like that,
Yes. Yeah, I'll give this to Judge Oliver. Thank you.
And next we have George.
I, George Manzer, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Municipality of the District of Digby, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability. and I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office. Okay, I think we should sign. I, George Manager, declare that as a councillor of the municipality of the district of Digby, I acknowledge and support the councillor's code of conduct.
Any left-handers on
I was
that?
about to say the same thing. There's a lot of left-handers around.
One of my friends says they're in their right brain.
Next, we have Councilor Ross.
I, Matthew Ross, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of councillor of the municipality of the district of Digby, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office. I must be good. I, Matthew Ross, declare that as a councillor of the municipality of the district of Digby, I acknowledge and support the councillor's code of conduct.
Thank you. Angela?
I'm always lost.
You.
Angela gets a black belt.
I, Angela Thurber, swear or solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law, and that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of councillor of the municipality of the district of Digby, and that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Second page open.
I, Angela Thurber, declare that as a councillor of the municipality of the district of Digby, I acknowledge and support the councillor's code of conduct.
you very much. Brings us to Councillor Tudor.
All right. I got my own book to affirm on, nothing to do with the Bible. I, David Tudor, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law, that I am duly qualified as required by law for the office of Councillor of the Municipality of the District of Digby, that I will truly, faithfully, and partially execute the duties of the office to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of any partiality or other undue execution of the duties of my office.
Evidence that you
Yeah.
were here when I.
I got one of the messy signatures you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I, David Tudor, declare that as Councillor of the Municipality District of Digby, I acknowledge and support the Councillor's Code. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's that.
That's that. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Charles.
Well, I would just like to say before I go that, well, congratulate especially the newly elected councillors, and to express the appreciation of the community to all of you, newly elected and the formerly elected, for continuing to carry on the work of the municipality, which is very important. Many people say that municipal government is the most important government because it's closer to the people, and you have to face your constituents every day, probably. So you're to be congratulated for accepting the responsibility of doing it. So thank you all for serving.
Thank you. That's for you, Charles.
Oh, good. I hope it's not a lobster, I suppose.
It's blue. A blue lobster.
I bought a bunch of clams the other day, could have brought some. I knew. Star clams.
Lambs are not lobsters.
I saw,
Oh,
did I see bar clams on sale at the new fish store for $10 a pound?
I paid $15 a jar, so that's probably about right.
Oh, they would have been shelled.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'll start on the opposite end from how we did introductions, and each councillor can provide brief comments. We'll start with you, Councillor Manzer.
I've been on council for 8 years. I've enjoyed my time and working for the municipality and for the constituents in my district. And I look forward to doing another 4 years, and hopefully some good things can happen for you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Tudor.
You know, I usually give my little doodah about human suffering and trying to reduce it as my goal for the 4 years, and I feel pretty good about how that's been actually going with the food bank and the mental health stuff and all those other things that are going on down there. So I'm gonna, try to talk maybe a little bit bigger picture. So it's good to have everyone here and to see everyone. The municipality's been shook, just as everyone else has been by COVID. We've had numerous challenges ahead of us, not just the disease itself, but the fear and economic damage that's been coming along with it. Lots of people in leadership positions have been leaving, so a real big thumbs up to everybody that's here. It's easy to govern in good times, but in times of crisis, it's a whole different bag of hats, I guess. But also we're in the middle of a boom of new people, new citizens. We're filling empty houses in schools, in classrooms. And just as COVID has made its challenges to the community has risen to the occasion. People are looking to, after each other like they never have before, and I think few places in the world are as well positioned as we are right now, going into a very dark season. Another threat to our community is climate change, and just with COVID, climate change is also capable of being challenged. This municipality of Digby is uniquely positioned to be a green energy powerhouse for the future, with the federal government looking to transform to the green economy and to green stimulus. We must get ready to catch this opportunity. We style ourselves Digby's, or Nova Scotia's greenest municipality. Let's grab this fish with both hands. I was just at an announcement that had $5 million to go to Petite Passage for tidal energy. And we're in competition for tidal energy with places that has literally tens of millions of dollars worth of investment. We've had no investment, and Digby is still successfully competing with no infrastructure whatsoever. There's a lot of opportunity right now. And I have great confidence that we as a council can not only provide good management, but we can also provide genuine leadership to the province. Economic leadership with green energy production, social leadership with ideas like the 4-day work week. We have exceptional staff that can successfully execute the will of council. When COVID hit and a lot of municipalities were unable to even function to the point of providing simple information to the province, we had no problems. And we got to really recognize how lucky we are to have the staff that's something that can, cruise through a crisis like that. We had fracture in council. We've had fracture in council last year, but I think with Linda as warden and Matt as deputy, I know council will go together forward as an effective team. I know it. It's a weird council, so just in case if you're running. There are dark days ahead, but we can take comfort. And not only the municipality of the District of Digby is up to the challenge, but we can go forward with confidence that we are united, experienced, and ready. There you go.
Thank you very much. Councilor Thurber.
Okay, I'm looking forward to serving on council for the next term for District 1, and I'm looking forward to working with everyone here at Digby. I actually did my own job training here when I went to school, so this is a familiar area to me. When I went back to school, went to NSCC, I did my own job training here when Marsha and Elaine and Jean and Victoria and Brian, I think, were here. And I was hired in Cornwallis in 1998, and in 2000 I started with CPDA in Cornwallis and worked for John Britton as his accounting assistant. And when he retired in 2005, I took over his position, and I'm still in that position today. I'm the CFO of an Apple-facing conference center. And I was actually on council from 2004 to 2008, and I ran in that district. I was living in Hillgrove at the time. And due to my job at an Apple-facing conference center, I felt that I couldn't give 100% to both, so I didn't re-offer the second term. But since that time, I've still been involved. I did 6 years on the Western Region Enterprise Network. I currently sit on the RCMP Advisory Board, and I sit on the Audit Committee, and I remain a member of DATA. And so I'm ready to get more involved with the other committees, and looking forward to the next 4 years.
Thank you very much. Councilor Gregory.
I want to say welcome to Angela. We've worked together before. Glad to see you back. Nice to see a couple of females on the predominantly male council. This is my 7th term. I will try to do the best I can. My goal is always working together and working for the community. I have a hard time. My family gets after me because I think family is important, but I always seem to put community first. Some people think that's awful. I can't change the way I am. I am glad that everyone's here, and I hope that we can all work together, and I'm sure we will, because we want to strive for the betterment of this municipality, and I think we have over the last 6 terms, and I think we should continue to bring forward new ideas and all work with staff, the public, because if we don't listen to the public, we get a problem. Thank you.
All right, Councillor Ross.
I want to thank my constituents. I want to thank council. This is my 2nd term. I learned a lot the first term. Got my feet wet. I've been on 8 other committees, and I've learned a lot. I'm reachable, approachable. People come to my office. I listen to my constituents, and I help them out the best that I can, and I will continue to do that. I believe that the municipality is in a good position. I know COVID's been a troubled time, but I do see some good things at the end of the tunnel, and I want to work together with you guys to keep that going. I see some good things happening in the future, and we'll work together to get those projects and issues done. As I said, I've always been approachable. People come to me, and we work the best way we can to work on anything. So I want to thank everybody and look forward to the next 4 years.
Thank you very much. On behalf of staff, I can say we're all very excited to work with a new group of counselors. I think most of you know, I think we've got a great team of staff here. I think with a great council, we'll make a great team for the next 4 years. And we will jump right into the election for warden at this point of the meeting. So at this time, I will call for nominations for the position of warden.
I move that Linda Gregory for warden. Nominate Linda Gregory. So he's the movement. Wait a minute.
Okay. Are there any further nominations for the position of warden? Are there any further nominations for the position of warden? At this time, I will declare the nominations closed. And seeing as we only had 1 nomination, congratulations, Warden Gregory.
Congratulations.
So at this point of the meeting, I will turn the meeting over to the warden to run the election for deputy warden.
At this time, I will open the floor out for nominations for deputy warden.
I would like to nominate Matt Ross as the deputy warden.
Is there any further nominations for deputy warden? Is there any further nominations for deputy warden? I declare the nominations closed. Congratulations, thank you.
Right on, guys.
Now, the next is in appointments to committees. And I just want to bring up a couple of little things. For the under other council committees, Highway 101 Task Force, it's counselor of the area, and we'll see. And Weymouth Doctor Recruiting will be counselor of the area.
Linda?
Yes, sir.
Are we going to go over the committees and discuss whether or not we're going to continue with them? We did that last 4 years ago, and there was some discussion.
And then we did an update last time.
Okay.
Okay, so we did an update 2 years ago. George?
Yeah, we finished with
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
I would just wonder if, like, for the fences and arbitration committee,
Mm-hmm.
when Linda was here as CAO, maybe 2 years ago, or maybe even 3 years ago, she approached me about sitting on that, and I said yes.
What we're required by.
Oh, yeah, but I was just wondering if it wouldn't be better if there was an issue come up in one of our districts that the counselor be involved in it. Like, when she approached me, she said she didn't think there had ever been any meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Since I've been there haven't been any meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So if an issue did come up, it's not going to be
Like your experience.
yeah, but it's not going to be like it's going to take a lot of your time. You don't have one every month or whatever. would it be a good idea for you, like, if an issue comes up in my area that I go with Dale Marsh or whoever's on and try and get it settled. If it comes up in Matt's area, he's more like,
But maybe what you're saying is right, George, but maybe we need, because David, because he's on that committee too. So maybe we need one person who's sort of the overall, but if it comes up in the areas, I'm just, maybe we could then have a counselor come in.
So I think
Yeah.
there might be some confusion. George is the only member of the Pension and Arbitration.
Oh, I'm not the
Committee.
member?
No.
When that
It's
happened?
George.
Oh, no, oh.
Okay.
So, but I think the only other thing I would say at this point, we can discuss them as we go through them. Like, we can finish this, but I think if we just work our way down,
Yeah, but I
down
just
through the
wanted to
sheet.
get
So,
to-
no, I think that's a fair comment. I think we need to ensure we have at least one permanent member. We can have wording around a permanent member and the counselor of the area, along with Dale Marshall, but then we definitely need a permanent member and Mr. Marshall on the committee. But we can add, and the counselor
That's
of the
okay,
area if
okay.
there's an issue. As George said, it's a committee we have to have because of the province, but we don't know what
it doesn't take a
area.
lot of time.
Oh, no, George is also accurate. It has not met to date.
And usually a lot of these fence things are solved in civil courts.
Okay. Municipal council is full council. Committee of the whole is full council. Bylaw and policy is full council. Transportation and infrastructure renewal, which is quarterly, is for full council. Audit is twice a year. Executive committee as needed is 3.
And generally, that is the warden, the deputy warden, and one member of council.
Okay. Is anyone interested? Are you interested, Angela? So,
How often
Angela?
does the executive committee meet again?
We haven't met.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Throw me up.
There's no record of the last executive
I was
committee.
gonna say, I don't remember one, but it's probably been 7 or 8 years ago.
I'd be,
What did they do? What are their, guidelines?
It would only be if something came up really special that,
Yes, I would have to suggest generally special in the negative sense in the word,
Yeah.
most likely related to my position. Would be the traditional meetings, or something somewhat catastrophic in the management side of the organization. The executive committee is meant to provide support to the senior leadership team if something relatively unusual were to happen.
so Angela said yes to that one. The Digby source water.
oh, I thought
protection-
that needed 3 people.
The warden, deputy warden,
Oh, of course.
sorry. The Digby source water protection advisory committee. David?
I'm willing because I also do the PAC.
Yeah, that's
and I'd like to stay on.
my only request is we prefer if there's a member of PAC, which
Yeah, I got,
Yep.
the PAC got remember I wrote you a letter that made no sense, saying I missed the meeting?
Yeah.
Well, that meeting happened 4 days later. I was 3 days early on my letter saying I was gonna miss it.
Okay, so our fences and arbitration committee.
I'll do it.
Okay, David?
Yep.
Heritage advisory is 2 people.
I'm ready to leave Heritage Advisory. I've been on it. I'd like to trade it with something else. Or
You
what
just
about
did.
there being one person on Heritage Advisory?
No,
Is it really
law,
two?
it's required now.
Because of the legislation. That's right.
Legislation.
And I'd like to trade something else.
Angela, are you interested?
Yeah.
What about you, George?
Yeah, I would do that.
It's not bad.
Okay. The REMO operations, the Regional Emergency Management Operations Advisory Committee.
I'm definitely interested. And I have been for years.
Okay. David? So you're starting to fill up, David.
Very good.
All right, the Planning Advisory. We know
David.
David wants to be
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
I'll stay on that.
I guess I'm done.
And it was suggested to me that I should stay on.
That's a warden.
and that's going to be, as you're aware, that will be an active committee over the coming year.
Oh, yeah. Now, the Joint RCMP Advisory Committee. I'll be honest, I'm still interested in that where I'm doing the provincial work, on the police.
I'll stay on it.
I was Angela was interested.
Yeah. because you-
So, yeah, I was gonna say, so I know
Oh,
Angela
yes.
currently sits on it,
Oh,
but
that's
Angela will
right.
have to relinquish that position as she now sits on this team.
Angela, are you interested? I got that idea from what you said the other day, so that's why I was asking. Matt didn't.
No, that's fine, I've got
Okay.
a couple others I want.
There is none on the Western Regional Housing Committee. We've already said Highway 101 will be council of the area. Shared Service Committee as needed, that means working with the town. I would like 3 people.
Usually evening meetings. I wanna make sure some of them.
So- That one, I think it's been 2 years since we met. That one is a sporadic meetings. A lot of we're at the point we have enough shared services where a lot of them have ended up being relatively minor staff negotiations. It's a
I go on that one.
Anybody else? I need 2 more people.
Shared services?
Yeah,
I'll go.
George, and
Yeah.
1 more. Angela or David?
Since Angela's crazily jumping for it, I'll leave it for her. No, I'm just kidding, I'll take it.
You sure, David?
I've been on that before, all along anyway.
Okay. Name of Dr. Recruiting is George. Digby Community, Nova Scotia Health, that's me. Atlantic Mayor's Conference is me. Digby Recreation, we have 2, and again, I am the chair of that, I'd like to stay.
I'd like to say too.
Yeah, that's
Is anyone else interested?
a good one, though. Just keep your eyes open for the islands, I know sometimes it's in the middle of nowhere, you forget.
The Industrial Commission, which is known as the Digby Development Agency.
I'd like to do it.
Matt?
I'm interested in that.
All right, Angela, that means I'm off it.
All right, Matt and Angela, great. Digby Library Committee.
I have been interested in libraries for a long time, I read up on them, but I was employed by them 10 years ago.
And that puts you in.
Okay, then I won't bother.
No.
So, and I just wanted to, so this library committee is the Digby Library Committee. So this meets approximately once a year or less. This is just the Digby Library. It's the one counselor, the CAO from
It was the warden previously.
and that's it. It was the warden because he was involved in the western counties as well, but this committee meets very rarely.
So would it be any connection between whoever goes on the Western Regional Library?
No.
Should they be on the Digby one too? No.
No, that's not happening. Well, everybody jump at once. All right, let's leave this one blank for a minute and go on. The Digby. Sorry. Oh, yeah. The Digby Municipal Fire Service, it says monthly, it's quarterly. I am the current rep. Well, unless. I'm waiting to hear from Angela, she's being too quiet over there, and I don't wanna be,
Well, I'm just looking to see what the other ones are. There's a couple down for.
Fire Association can
But
be a
the
handful.
fire one, yeah, I've been
Trust
on
me.
before, but I was not.
okay, Angela?
So Angela's going on the municipal fire?
Yes. The King's Transit Authority, I would like to stay on that because of the involving with a new manager. I'm saying that nicely. The Senior Safety Committee, we need 2 people.
I'd like to stay on.
George?
It's only one.
Is that an afternoon one, George, or, evening one?
Well, it's usually in the afternoon, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 o'clock here at this office is normally.
Usually.
Yeah, I want senior safety.
That's a good one, actually. I learned a lot for my time.
Highview Terrace.
I would stay on it unless it's the morning one, it's 10 o'clock in the morning usually, unless people can't make it.
Keep that one, George.
Leash check, I'm interested. Or I'm sharing it. Yeah. Anybody else interested in leash check? Would you, Angela?
The Yarmouth one?
It's a Yarmouth one. No. It's, it's 5 times a year, one of them is a Zoom meeting.
Yeah,
Does Western Counties Regional Library, I was actually interested in. I've been hoping to get on that committee for 12 years or
Well,
more.
I'll give you some ideas.
I would like to go on that too.
Okay.
If,
So what we can always do is when there's two people, we do a draw.
okay,
Is that all right?
yeah.
So we're gonna keep on going down.
And then the other
number
one's what, the alternate?
No alternate. Okay. The Western Regional Network Liaison and Oversight Committee. Okay, Matthew.
That's a good one for experience.
Digby Area Tourism Association.
Did you see data?
Yes.
And
Angela, okay.
I'm not sure if those meetings are still monthly. I believe that,
Yeah.
COVID has affected a lot of these meeting schedules. They were monthly.
Yeah,
I
they
think
try to
that-
go monthly, they may miss one once in a while, but it's pretty well monthly.
Yeah. The Digby Harbor Port Association.
I was on that, but I don't wanna be on anymore because I'm pushing for millions of dollars on the islands for harbor upgrades, and I don't want it to be pushing for the same thing with two organizations. I feel like it's almost a conflict, really.
I'm interested in that.
Okay, Angela.
They're a really good bunch of guys, Angela, you'll like them.
Southwest Biosphere Society, they meet quarterly, and they meet around the area. Could be here, could be Yarmouth. George, Matt?
You almost got rid of it, you were the one that wanted to keep it last time.
Well,
And you
yeah, but
still-
it's
you still
been
see value?
doing so much.
You still see value?
I do, but I was trying to get someone else fresh on there instead of me.
How often is it?
It's, quarterly.
Okay, because I also was looking at the next one, right, the land stakeholders. So, yeah, I would do the biosphere.
I would be interested in number 4,
Well,
but others might be as
No,
well.
but if David's interested.
No, wait, you're in more of a wood producing area than I am, so go with number 4. It'd be just me being
were
interested.
you interested in that also, Angela? Is that the other one you were
Crown
interested
land,
in?
not so much.
Okay. So,
George.
Yeah.
So we need to do a draw for the Western Counties Regional Library. And the two people are myself and George.
Excellent. I'm slightly interested in the Ren, but if that likes it, go for it.
Yeah, I'll
Be a
do
draw, or should we
the
flip
alternate.
a quarter?
You should be flipping a quarter, that's right, heads or tails.
All right. Go
Heads or
ahead.
tails?
Each name.
And then Pat's our designated chooser.
Some stuff happens.
George,
Congratulations, George,
Okay.
you get to go work more.
That was Western County Regional Library.
And then I will do the Digby one.
Digby, okay.
Okay, it's done.
And who's to say that in a couple of years, maybe we should go over and see if there is another
And-
little jingle around or change.
That's it. I would say normally, just due to either committees being added or dropped, we do end up reviewing this, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we will capture this and likely have it ready for review at the bylaw policy.
Mhm.
Good, right on.
Oh no, we got lots of note takers.
We also need one more for the waiver doctor, we only have George.
Yeah, it will be me as the ward.
I would
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
And-
counselor
and
of the
that's-
area.
And that's the same as the highway, it's council of the area and the warden.
I think once I hit 20 years though, I should be allowed to be on the library committee.
Once you get 20 years.
I'll tell you what, when you get 25,
You figure you'll be done for sure by then?
I didn't say I was gonna be done, I said you can apply for the
Then
library.
I can try it
You
then.
know, I will be trying again for the library.
I do have some good ideas for the library, so I'm serious. I will bring them to you.
I'm also gonna say this, when you go home and you look at your committees and you suddenly think, oh my gosh, I've got a lot of committees, I don't think I can handle it. it can be brought back.
And David will take probably your committee, because I have. a
No,
lot.
David, you've got a lot.
I do, I thought I had a lot that didn't meet much.
1, 2, 3, 4, you've got 6, not counting the regular.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. So,
Like I say, we'll review it at the bylaw and
yeah,
policy.
so that will all be done then. At this time, is there any further business? If none, would someone like to adjourn the meeting?
So motion to adjourn.
Is there a seconder?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Motion carried.
Congratulations, guys.
We are gonna have refreshments.
Have some refreshments and